Zach Littell keeps it very simple. He pounds that strike zone, comes at you with a slider that really looks more like a cutter, four-seam, two-seam split, and an occasional sweeper. But his forte is to go right after these hitters. He does not want to allow them to get settled in. He wants to put them on their heels as quickly as he can.
And here's Anthony Rendon to lead it off, the third baseman. There's strike three call. He caught the edge there.
How about that at bat right there by Anthony Rendon? The bat never left the shoulder. That just speaks to the precise command that Littell showed in that sequence of pitches.
Mike sits safely in 8 of his last 9 games. Tied for the AL lead with 7 homers.
Fly ball right center field, hit well by Trout. Series on the run over near the wall. It is gone to the opposite field. Mike Trout launches one. The first home run allowed by Littell, and it's the 8th already this year for Trout. 12 straight games in which Trout has now reached base against the Rays. 9 home runs in that time.
And here is Taylor Ward.
Taylor Ward goes the other way and knocks one into the gap in right center field.
Numbers against the fastball rise again against Littell. That's 2 more hits. I mean, 370 versus his fastball.
His last outing was against the Angels, and that can be difficult because this team knows exactly what you're going to try and do.
Ward runs the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, throw to second, soars into center field. Stopping at second is Ward on the stolen base. So O'Hoppe strikes out, 2-out runner at second, and that'll leave it for Aaron Hicks. Swinging a little grounder back at first. Diaz has an underhand to Littell, and he beats Hicks, who was hustling hard up the first base line. It goes 3-1.
Detmers has worked 13 scoreless innings across his 2 previous starts against the Tampa Bay Rays, including his no-hitter against the Tampa Bay Rays May 10th, 2022. 2 up, 2 down here in the first, and now a bouncing ball from Randy Arozarena. Easy for Rendon as he slings it to Shonowell, and Reed Detmers a 1-2-3 first.
2 men retired here in the second inning. And that'll leave it for Nolan Shonowell.
Pokes one the other way and through a base hit. 2-out single for a guy the Angels would really like to see start producing at the plate.
And now Zach Neto will be the next batter.
Neto, it's a slow bouncer. Might be a tough play. Caballero charges, and he will have no throw. He flips it back to second base in case Shonowell was dancing around, but it's an infield hit for Neto. And back-to-back 2-out single.
Rendon caught looking on a pitch away the first inning, and he strikes him out. That one bottom dropped out.
Detmers will face Paredes, Rosario, and Caballero, the middle third of the batting order.
Now Reed Detmers finds himself a strikeout against Isaac Paredes. That's his first punch out of the night.
Boy, how about Rosario and what he has done here recently with this hitting streak, 8-game hitting streak. BA almost at 400.
Little ground ball right side on a race to the bag. He's going to beat Detmers over there. Ball loose anyway, and Rosario is aboard, hustling right down that first base line.
Can't be a spectator, even when you're pitching as well as Detmers is.
So 1 out, 1 on for Jose Caballero.
Ground ball. That's a stop at third. Rendon goes to second. The ball's going to go into right field. Rays are going to come out of this with men at second and third. That's going to be a base hit and an error charge to Rendon on the throw. A great opportunity for the Rays early as they trailed 1-0. High shot back into center field. Trout angling over at the track will make the catch. Both runners tag. Rosario scores. And on series fly ball, this is a tie game. Curtis Mead, 2 outs with a man at third, and he sends a high shot back into left. Towering. Hicks looking for it. Just short of the track. Makes the catch. To Taylor Ward.
Swing and a miss by Ward, and down on strikes goes the DH.
Logan O'Hoppe, who has hit the ball well himself to begin the year.
Swing and miss. So Hoppe is out of there. Back-to-back strikeouts for Littell. 1-1 game.
1 away, and the batter will be Yandy Diaz. Line to the left field corner. Yandy Diaz had a hanger right there.
Runner in scoring position on that double by Yandy Diaz. The next batter will be Harold Ramirez.
Well,
ground ball to third base. Anthony Rendon scoops it, looks the runner back to second, and gets the out at first.
He's played some really solid defense, Rendon.
Here's Arozarena. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. Reed Detmers blows it by Arozarena. Works around a 1-out double.
There hasn't been a lot of action, but potential base stealers 0 for 1, and Detmers does have a pickoff.
Runner caught between first and second. Caballero is tagged out. by Rengifo to end the inning.
Much better with his moves, stopping the running game. Reed Detmers worked on that. Successful.
Nolan Shawnoel leads off here in the 5th inning. Had a base hit his first time against Littell. Loops another one to left field. 2 for 2 for Shawnoel, and a good sign. So leadoff man on for the first time tonight. Neto hits a pop-up. Now Shawnoel's going to have to sprint back to first as Yandy Diaz gets under it and makes the catch.
Apparently no one asked for time after that catch had been made, and Shawnoel slips up to second, now in scoring position.
Well, what a daring move. Littell probably thinking about the next batter. Shawnoel picked the pocket.
It could give the Angels the lead now that Shawnoel was able to sneak 90 feet away. The old invisible man trick. Line drive and a base hit for Rendon as Shawnoel comes home, and Anthony Rendon, a clutch base hit, gives the Angels a 2-1 lead.
Well, that heads-up base running by Shawnoel to get into scoring position ends up being an RBI, even though he waited to get that baseball through.
To Trout, counted for the first run of the game with his 8th home run of the year.
Oh.
And a swing and miss.
Yeah, you know what's so rare is you hardly ever see a split at the top of the zone and the pitcher meaning to throw it there. That's designed to be down, but that's one of Mike Trout's hot zones.
Jose Siri leading off in the bottom of the 5th inning. So far, Detmers has been solid through 4. He's allowed 1 unearned run. Strikes out Jose Siri.
There's that slider with that depth.
Has 3 strikeouts tonight, now 29 for the year. And there's number 30 for the season. His 4th tonight. He strikes out Pinto. Clean inning for Detmers. 1-2-3 in the 5th. Base hit for Logan O'Hoppe, and a good start for the Angels in the 6th inning.
Kodiak 0 for 2.
Swung on and missed, strike 3. And Littell pulled the string on a nasty splitter.
7th strikeout tonight with a splitter.
Counts 2-1 here on Rengifo. Swings at the next pitch. Lifts this one in the gap in left center field. This is trouble. It's going to take a bounce hit off the wall. Coming all the way in from first base will be O'Hoppe. And Rengifo has a 2-out RBI double. That's a big hit right there. And the Angels increase the lead. It's now 3-1. And that will appear to be a knockout blow against Littell.
Well, the Rays overcame 4 separate deficits to record their first walk-off win last night. They find themselves down 3-1 in the 6th inning, and have put the first 2 men aboard with Randy Arozarena at the plate. That's a base hit the other way. Here comes Diaz in to score. The Rays pick up their 2nd run. They trim the deficit to 1 as Randy Arozarena comes through.
It's just amazing to me that he's 32 years old now, and when he's healthy, he's as good as he was when he was 25.
And a swing and miss, and a little jump to that one. 95 again, well located. 3 up, 3 down.
And the Rays are hoping that it's Yandy Diaz who can come through late. Yandy has had more Yandy-like at-bats tonight after being in a miserable slump. He was 4 for 36 before a double and a single his last 2 turns.
Loop to short. Neto has it, dives. It's a double play. What a play by Zach Neto to win the 7th.
The kid's instincts are off the charts. Hopefully his wrist is okay. He slammed that hard into the base, but what a play. The kid is unbelievable. Great defense to finish off the inning. Some speed and reaction and instinct.
After a base hit, the Angels have 2 on here in the 9th inning, down by 1. In the dirt, Adele broke right away and takes 3rd.
Incredible read.
That changes some things with 1 out. Ron Washington is coming out. We've been given word that Ryan Goins has been ejected from this game. Dan Iassogna is the crew chief and the 3rd base umpire.
Ryan Goins came over to the end of the dugout telling the umpire at 3rd base to make him stop. The umpire, of course, did not like what he had to say. Eventually got him out of there before Wash went over to kind of calm things down a little bit. But make him stop was the message from Goins.
I'd imagine that means about Fairbanks
Yeah,
pausing.
yeah, and you got to go a discernible stop. That's a pretty quick ejection to say you got to make him stop, and we all say that when you're in the dugout.
Now the tying run at 3rd. Neto is running. Another pitch in the dirt, and Neto takes 2nd base on a steal. Now a base hit could give the Angels the lead. 3-2 now on Rendon. And he lines one, base hit to left. Joe Adele scores. Neto's being waved home. The throw coming in toward the plate is not in time.
They're going to probably review it, though. You might as well.
After review, the call on the field is overturned.
First base is open. Trout is coming up, and Kevin Cash is going to Walker.
It ends up being a game-tying hit instead of a go-ahead hit. Now Taylor Ward can deliver that shot. Taylor Ward with a looping line drive toward right. That's a base hit. Here comes Rendon. The throw from Palacios on the way. It is not in time. Rendon dives in safely, and now the Angels have the lead thanks to Taylor Ward.
You know what? The best thing I saw there, Mike Trout slapping his hands and saying, way to go, Taylor Ward. You walk me, you got to face Taylor Ward. What's he do? Clutch, RBI single.
Now Hunter Strickland, who gave up 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th, will try to lock it down in the 9th inning. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Slider, slider, slider. Another punch out, 3 in the game. That's 31 strikeouts for series.
The Rays had 11 walk-off wins last year. They got their first one this season last night. Angels trying to make sure that doesn't happen again. Here is Yandy Diaz. Diaz with a fly ball, right center field. Mickey Moniak is there. Say goodnight to the Rays. The Angels win another wild one. This time it turns the Halos' way. 2 in the 9th for a 5-4 win.